Hey everybody, I want to demonstrate the forehand style push hands, which is our standard two-person form for Tai Chi, and also show some hidden applications within each move that I think a lot of people miss. Okay, so let's go over each one. So first move, let's just do push, and I'll do rollback. So Angie's going to do push, and I'm going to do rollback. So you practice like this. Push. I want to practice letting her push, sinking back, turning my waist when appropriate, but meeting her elbow. Okay, that's the important part. Meet the elbow. Okay, it's important not to go. Let's switch sides here. So you don't want to go in front of her elbow, of their elbow like this, right? Because then you're just blocking their energy. I want them to extend, and then I can get that joint, okay? So make sure you get right on the elbow, okay? Too high, it's going to be a little bit harder, okay, to catch, right? So a sweet spot is like right on the joint so that their arm can continue to extend, and I can make use of that extension. Okay, so let's switch rolls again. Okay, so roll back is there. Now, in practice, we keep the hand soft. We don't grab. But if you did the actual application, you would grab the wrist, and I push, keeping her elbow down. I would push into her elbow this way, and I would turn the wrist the opposite way. So it's a lock. So see, if I didn't do this with the elbow and I just turned her elbow, it would roll up like that. Okay, and then maybe I can still do something, but it's kind of out of my control. Okay, whereas she pushes, whereas if I start to get the grab softly, I can keep her elbow down at the same time torque the wrist and control her movement. Okay, so that's rollback. All right. So now if we go to the next move, the counter to the rollback is the press. Okay. So I'm going to go here. She's going to move her hand there to press. Right. Good. Okay. Now why do this? So let's switch sides again. Yeah, let's do this way. Here's Angie going to do rollback. She's going to try to catch my elbow. So now what I want to do to get out of that is roll my elbow down. Okay, so one more. You catch my elbow. I don't want this overextension to be controlled. I want to be able to roll out of it. Okay, so I roll, and then I can counter press like that. Okay, so roll and press, okay, in the direction of her center. Okay, now for actual application, she grabs like that. Okay, good. Gets my elbow. First thing, yes, is to get the elbow out. But then if she's grabbing, I can make use of that grab by putting my hand on her hand. Okay, and now I'm in a good position to control her. Okay, so I make use of her attack, of her grab, put my hand on her hand, turn it over. Okay, and so that's press. It's an escape from the rollback, but it's also a counter. Okay, so let's do that. Here, roll, okay, and I escape. Okay, so then continuing on, let's do the next move. So start with push, we did roll back, okay, press. Now, when she does the press, okay, energy is coming this way. And it's also analogous to somebody, if I'm trying to control one arm, they still have one arm free, so they might try to hit me with that hand. So I make sure I keep this other hand free. She comes with that hand. Oh, I want to be able to try to catch it. Catch it. Okay, catch it. And then I can switch my response to her other arm. Okay, so in the context of the form, here, go press. I feel that energy. Drape my palm down on the back of her wrist, again following the joints. And I'm going to turn and get my elbow to her elbow. Okay, touch elbow to elbow. It's kind of like before. I can even let this hand go and use it like that. Okay, let's show the other side. This way, yep. Okay, this way. She presses toward me. I turn. Okay, use elbow to elbow. Same basic trick as the other one. Elbow, okay? Except this time I don't have my hand up, I have my hand down, elbow to elbow. If you're fast, you can also just slip the hand. So eventually you're going to slip the hand to her elbow, so she does press. I can just slip the hand to the elbow like that, and then try to control this way. Same thing, I can torque the joint like that, keep the elbow down, okay? She's under control. Now, last thing is the counter to that, which is pretty simple. It's just a ward off. So let's switch sides one more time. All right, so first the push, then the press, all right, then push. So press, okay, so here she's doing the technique. I'm going to do press. She's going to try to catch my elbow here with her elbow. And then I've got to roll my elbow down and pick up my hand. Okay, so I get out of that grab. She does it. Okay, I press. Good. And elbow to elbow. Good. Now I don't keep extending. If I extend here, she's got my arm. Okay, so I want to roll my elbow down, turn up my hand, just like a ward off. Okay, ward off move. And then I can go right into the rollback. Let's show that on the other side. This is a subtle thing, hard to see. Let's roll back. So I press here. Good. She gets that elbow in. So maybe if I'm pushing here, she's pushing down on my hand. So if I kept going, she would pull me over. Okay, control the arm so I don't let that happen. I drop the elbow. You keep pulling. You pull, I drop the elbow and roll up my hand. And now I'm back to ward off. Okay, and then I can attack the other side. Okay, so all together looks like this. You push. Okay, I do roll back. She does press. Okay, I slip to the other elbow, and she does a ward off. I push, press, push, press. She does roll back. Good. So you want to be loose and light. It's good to know the applications. Okay, but keep the hands loose. Turn the waist. Keep your root. Try not to grab right away, because you start grabbing too soon and people know what you're going to do. All right, so she tries to grab, you grab, okay, I'm like, oh, I don't want to be grabbed, right? And then people start to get out. So practice being light and soft. Don't give away your position. Okay, practice lightly touching the joints. Okay, just enough pressure to stick so you can follow their joints. Okay? Same goes with the hand, the wrist, mostly the wrist and the elbow that you're following. Okay, lightly. Okay, and then the grabbing should come natural, right? When they do some extra force, right, she pushes hard, right? Grabbing should be just kind of a natural thing as they add force to the situation. So that's forehands. Hope that was helpful, and we'll see you next time.